But last night was Oscar night, and a lot was going on for Oscar night. There's a lot of there was a lot of shows that came out, a lot of movies that came out, a lot of stuff came out, different with different abstract, different kind of ideals and things like that. And I think it was a good year for movie. I probably hadn't gone to the movies as much as I have this year. I think even with like the Marvel like slide off and stuff, it's just just been a real good year for movies. And one of the biggest movies of the year, which some people surprisingly say never heard of. When I first saw the previews for Everything Everywhere All at Once, I was like, this is a cool concept. I'm into the whole multiverse thing, and the different versions of yourself, that kind of thing. I'm into that. I'm super into that. So I knew that I would like it, and um Michelle a whole lot. Actress Michelle Yeoh, she is the leading actress in that movie. But this full of the cast has a lot of different people, like actor Ke Kwan, and yeah, it had a nice little cast. But it took me like 3 or 4 times of like watching it for me to finally get through it. And when I did get through it, I was glad I did, because I just like it started off kind of like slow, and it was just like, here goes another story of this lady that just can't. But I had to keep on giving it a shot, man. So yeah, I kept watching it. Also, she's the voice of Invincible's mom, and I really love Invincible. That's one of my favorite superhero cartoon shows that's currently being aired. There's only one season, but I like it a lot. So yeah, Invincible's good. Anyway, so they won a lot of awards. And when I say a lot of awards, I mean like they damn near took all the awards. Like it felt like nobody that was cast in it was not going to get an Oscar. Which brings us to a point that Miss Angela Bassett, known for a whole bunch of movies. She's an amazing actress. But more specifically and more recently, she was the mother of T'Challa, aka Black Panther. And she had very fiery performance in Wakanda Forever. It was really good performance, I thought. So people thought that she would get the best supporting actress. She didn't. That actually went to Jamie Lee Curtis, so who is pretty much known for like the Halloween series, but she does other things. And you know, in Everything Everywhere All at Once, she just I guess she didn't really stand out to me, and I didn't even know that was her. To be honest, I didn't even recognize that that was her in the movie. But she didn't stand out the way that Queen Mother stood out to me. And this isn't like a race thing for me, whereas other people may make it a race thing, may or may not. I just you know Mother Queen stood out to me more than Jamie Lee Curtis did. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying the performance was trash at all. By all means, it wasn't trash. It's just like if I had to choose, I would go Angela Bassett's role there. And I think maybe no, that's weird because ABC is run by Disney. You would think, and the Oscars were on ABC, which they couldn't wait to throw a whole bunch of Little Mermaid stuff up in there. They couldn't wait to do that. But it's their station. They can do whatever they want to. So that's fine. But I just really thought she should have won because I did enjoy her performance, although she was absent for a lot of the movie after a certain point. I would say that's not her fault, but that is what it is. While Jamie Lee Curtis, she was in the movie a little bit more. I don't know. I can't say, but it is what it is. But man, first off, I just want to give a big shout out to Everything Everywhere All at Once because again, I didn't know that. I thought it was just going to be one of those movies where people are like, like weirdos like me will like. I didn't think that like the I don't even know if it's the world because, like I said, it's a whole bunch of people that didn't hear about it. But maybe it's the Oscar panel or whatever that does all the voting. Maybe they look at every film and they have like these check marks that they have to check off. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how you really vote on movies, like because it's easy to be biased. Because what if somebody touches you, a performance touches you more than it would touch someone else, or it relates to somebody a little bit differently than it would to somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I feel like movies are biased, and to give them awards is actually I don't know. I don't know about like award shows. Award shows really shouldn't mean a lot. I mean, I mean, I would like an Oscar. I would like an Emmy. I would like a Grammy, I suppose. But all it is to say I have one. I think even Kanye and everybody and Jay-Z and all them, like, I think they're sick of award shows as well because what thanks for this validation that I don't need. Now me, I don't have any awards from the Oscars and anything. I don't have that. And I appreciate tokens of appreciation, like those community awards and stuff that really impacts people. I appreciate getting those and stuff like that. But in regards to like your art being put on a pedestal and examined to tell you if it's good or not, I have a problem with that. So I'm not a big fan of award shows because who are people to judge me, to validate me and my work, my art, my mind, my creativity, my existence. I don't think you need anybody to validate you for that. But that's just me. You should definitely be validating yourself. Do you hear me? And one last thought on the Oscars before I get out of here. Now, the also one of the co-stars, the husband, the person who plays the husband for Michelle in this movie, he got to give an inspiring speech about he about never giving up. Like he moved here as an immigrant as a young age, and came into California, and I guess at some point he was like, I'm going to be an actor, and that's what he did. And kudos to him. Clap that up. Like that's amazing. That's great. I'm happy for him. But I just feel like, you know, again, there's no room. I don't have any negative thoughts. I'm not, mad or anything about it. I'm happy for him. But I do think about this a lot. I think about this often. You know, some of us, because of the way that we look, we are born into a society where it's a nightmare. And it's a nightmare that continues and you just don't wake up from it. Whereas people look to come to our nightmare and it becomes their dream. It's something to think about. But seems to me, I'll just leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I holla.